Alright, so welcome everybody. We're going to do a little review on the Vermeer DLC. Just came out last week. I just haven't had a chance to make a review on it. Um, if you were thinking about it, maybe you weren't sure. I haven't used any of this equipment. I honestly don't do much hay. I'm kind of hit or miss. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll only do hay. If I decide I want to make an animal farm, then I go pretty heavily into it. But I will probably, next time I decide to do hay, I will obviously hit it pretty hard since I have this pack. But so we'll go in here and we'll look at it. None of this stuff really has any options. This is just the way you get it. So here's your windrower right here. So pretty nice. It's not super wide. It's not super gigantic, but um, it's decent size. And then you've got your mower here that offsets. This is folded out already. It kind of folds in behind you whenever you're driving. But I went ahead and folded it out. Everything's folded out so you can see what it looks like. Uh, if you do a lot of hay work, this definitely may be the ticket for you. And then here's your bell shredder for your actual uh, animals, and I can already see this right now. This looks like this is really, really nice because I know some of the bell shredders, this looks like self-loading, so you just back up and load it. But I know a lot of the bell shredders, you got to actually load it yourself, so you got to throw the bales in it, and sometimes they get aggravated and they don't want to go in there. So this looks like this is self-loading, so that's actually going to be really nice and a very, very welcome addition. So, and then here's your baler. This is just kind of your standard baler. I'm not 100% sure on the sizes that it will do if it does different sizes. I don't know. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look here in a minute. We'll just see. But while we're out here, we'll just have a look around. We'll just run in there real quick and we'll see what kind of options that we can do too. I don't think you can really option anything, but we'll go check. But now here's your baler. This thing's pretty high speed. I'm not sure what its actual working speed is, so we'll definitely go check that out here in a minute. But roading this thing, so this is pretty nice. So you've got a self-propelled baler. You don't even need a tractor if you don't want it. So that'd be pretty nice. The only way it'd be better is if it actually had a hitch and you could just use it to pull all this other stuff too. Then you just need one, but it doesn't. So, well, that's the outside view and walk around. Like I said, this is what you get in the Vermeer pack right here. So we'll go run in and we'll run in the store real quick and we'll just go have a look at it. Let's see what we get. So right here's our bale shredder. Like I said, there's no options. Looks like two bales. It will hold two bales and it requires 105 horse to use this. 29,000 bucks, so not too awful bad. And looks like here's your baler. This is $214,000, so this is a pretty pricey baler, but maybe it's worth it. Looks like it has a top speed of 29 mile an hour, holds 4,000. It will do 125 centimeter to 180 centimeter. Uh, does grass, wet grass, and looks like straw. Has a working speed of 11 miles an hour. So that's pretty decent speed. Let's see what kind of options we got. So rim color, looks like you can change your rim color to yellow standard. So if you want something different, I guess, so you can do that. Tire options, you have two. That's it. And looks like you can do wider tires or standard tires. And of course, you can change the license plate if you want. Like I said, it's 200 horse, 29 mile an hour, holds 4,000, and it bales 125 to 180 centimeter bales, and its working speed is 11 miles an hour. I'm not sure if that does auto or if you actually have to manually do it yourself to dump the bales out. It may have an option that I don't know about that. So here's our windrower here. It requires 80 horsepower, 8.5 meters, and it has a 10-mile-an-hour work speed. It has a zero option. There's nothing you can do with it. So this just kind of reminds me of a good old windrower that you would see on the farm around here, but just a little bit bigger, kind of a little bit bigger version of what I've ever seen around here. But so not terrible. It's not the biggest. There's quite a bit bigger ones, but uh, it's not terrible either. 8.5 meter. So here's the baler. Let's check the baler out. The baler requires 100 horsepower tractor. You can pull it at 10 mile an hour. It'll do 125 to 180 centimeter bales. Uh, so that's kind of standard. It's a small baler. It's not extremely expensive. So that's kind of nice. It costs you $56,000 to buy that, and you only need 100 horsepower. So that's pretty much any tractor in the game just about would pull this with ease. So that's pretty nice too. So you got another baler option, and then here's our mowing option right here, and this is really nice too. This kind of reminds me a lot of the Kuhn mower uh, that came out in 19, because it was smaller, but it was so much faster. So it was almost like it was really worth using. But it looks like we got two tire options, and that's pretty much it. We can't do anything with them. We can't add anything else. So, but it has a 110 horse. So 110 horse will pull this. It's got a 6.3 meter cut, but you can pull it at 13 mile an hour. So it is a little bit small, but the fact that you can pull it at 13 miles an hour might make a difference. It is a little bit pricey, but not near as much as the front and rear mount mowers, because they're quite a bit more when you buy both. So this is kind of more American style, what I see around here anyway. I've never seen a Vermeer, but most everything I see is kind of like this. New Holland or John Deere or whatever it is, it's a towed offset. So it's definitely pretty cool. Like I said, if you're into hay and animals and stuff, this is I'd give it a try. It's definitely worth it. Wasn't that much. I think it was $8 or $9. It wasn't. It was. It's pretty good, and it's definitely, like I said, if you're a hay person or straw or whatever it may be, or do animals, it's added new stuff for you, and it might really work out for really well for what you need. So give it a check, see what you think. Hopefully I shed some light on something maybe you weren't sure. I hope if you weren't sure I answered your questions, and if I didn't, I do apologize. I personally have not used them, but I wanted to at least showcase them and share what little information that I had about them, so that maybe you could make the decision whether you want to buy it. Uh, Thanks for watching.